last thing we want to do. That is the absolute last thing we want to do. So the scale isn't the only measurement of progress. Body composition matters more, and we're going to dive into that just a little bit. So guys, weight fluctuations versus true weight regain. Again, weight fluctuates daily, so we want to focus on trends over time, not single numbers. Again, we talked about it before. People will tell me they've gained 2 pounds, 3 pounds, lost 2 pounds, 3 pounds. I don't care. As a coach, I don't care when someone gains 2 pounds. I don't care when someone loses 3 to 4 pounds in a given week. I know how the body works. I know if you're telling me these crazy numbers in a 7-day micro period, I might ask you the question, what did you weigh last week? What did you weigh 3 weeks before that? And what about a month ago? What did you weigh and what are you now? Those are a little bit more of important numbers to take a look at. So we try to understand what causes our bodies to regain weight. GLP-1 medications suppress appetite, as we know, but as intake increases, weight will fluctuate. Water retention is the biggest culprit. And next up, outside of water retention, is muscle gain. Changes in digestion also affect the scale. Have you not been consuming a lot of fiber recently? Has your bowel movements been a little bit irregular? Are you retaining a lot more water weight, causing that scale to jump? The goal is fat loss, not just weight loss. So small fluctuations are okay. Again, the biggest concern when it comes to GLP-1 medications like semaglutide or tirzepatide or any other substance you are taking for your weight loss journey, we don't want to use just weight loss. We want to focus on fat loss, right? Understanding weight versus fat regain. The body can regain weight very aggressively. That doesn't mean we're regaining fat. So we take a look at the two main culprits of weight regain. First being water weight. Some people, I don't know about you, but last night I had a whole thing of popcorn, lots of salt, and I even had some sushi. So I was having a lot of soy sauce with my sushi. So my yesterday's feeding periods for both lunch and dinner was a ridiculous amount of sodium, causing my body to retain a lot of water. I actually got bloated. I actually got pretty bloated. As a result, I looked in the mirror. Not only did I feel significantly bigger, but the scale also showed it. Do you guys believe it's possible for someone to have abs one day and then all of a sudden look like they just had 3 full boxes of pizza? Carb intake. Carbohydrates. For every single gram of carb that we consume, the body will store a very specific amount of water with it. I can't remember of the exact gram off the top of my head, but what I can tell you is if you do have a diet or a meal that is primarily dominant in carbohydrates like rice, potatoes, noodles, bread, cereals, oatmeals, your body will naturally retain more water, causing you to be a little heavier on the scale. Salt as well. Stress hormones. Does anyone notice when they get stressed that they start weighing a little more? Gloria, would we assume that weight that someone gains when they're stressed is fat gain? Or is this something else?
Probably just water.
Probably just water.
Mm-hmm.
And if that person decided to binge eat one day by 1,000 calories additional over to what they should have, did they truly gain a bunch of fat when the scale shows that they gained 3 pounds in one night?
Probably not.
Probably not. And that's what's so conflicting. Because you can have a bad meal and gained 4 pounds by the next day, or you can have a healthy meal and have gained 3 to 4 pounds the next day. Man, I just had to have a huge conversation with my mother. She did not comprehend this topic. She would always look at the scale, and this is what a lot of people do. It's not just my mother. She'll look at the scale and she'll lose a pound, she'll gain a pound, she'll gain a couple pounds, and she thinks that that is specifically because of her actions in the day, when a lot of the times it's out of your control. Right? Here's another interesting thing. If anyone is doing any aggressive exercises, honestly, it doesn't even have to be aggressive. If the muscle tissues are being broken down during a period of exercise, whether it's for 30 or 60 minutes, I don't care if you went on a long run, I don't care if you biked, I don't care if you hit a bunch of weights. If the muscles are being exerted, the recovery process is drawing in more water as well. It's not just proteins and carbs to help recover muscles.
The
Water.
recovery
Your body
process.
will naturally start carrying more water because of an aggressive workout. In what world does that make sense? So now all of a sudden, we don't just have carbs increasing your water intake, sodium increasing your water intake, cortisol, your stress levels increasing your water retention. You have 5 or 6 different metabolic pathways that are impacting your scale. So you cannot be frustrated when the scale goes up, right? Muscle gain can slightly increase weight but improves metabolism. If you are resistance training and you all of a sudden started taking a GLP-1 medication and then coupled it with true exercise and you were exercising properly, your scale might be stagnant even though you're burning fat and building muscle simultaneously. I've even had instances training clients to where their scale went up a few pounds during their fat loss journey because we were so focused on building lean muscle while burning fat at the same time. Fat regain happens over time with sustained calorie surplus. Pretty cool. So how do we manage weight regain without panicking? This individual right here is a very good example of somebody's reaction when their scale obnoxiously jumps in less than a 24-hour period. And honestly, if you don't actually understand why it's happening, it's normal to freak out this way. We are programmed to freak out when we see a wrong number. If our bank account showed negative $1,000 when it's supposed to be positive 1,000, I would be freaked out too. When the number is reflecting something outside of your expectations. Again, you do anything outside of your expectation, it's natural to be disappointed. We need to reframe your mindset. A few pounds up does not mean failure. It is data, not judgment. I love I love seeing people's numbers on the scale. I think the more data, the better. The more data one has on their fat loss journey, the more successful they can be at controlling their path, at controlling what they need to do. Very similar to business or even in your workplace. Your manager, or whether you're the boss, if you know your specific numbers, you know what needs to be improved. It's very similar to financials just as much as fat loss. Fat loss is not a straight line. Progress happens in phases. So what to do if you gain weight? What should we do? If you see that number and you look like this girl right here, freaking out because she all of a sudden gained a few pounds. First of all, before we even take a look at these, I need you to just trust the process. I tell people, calm down. If you lost 1 pound in 1 week, freaking awesome. That'll be 4 pounds in 1 month. All right. That'll be 12 pounds in 3 months. And that'll be 24 pounds in 6 months. 24 pounds is a shit ton. That is a lot of weight. So if you continue on that path, of just losing 1 pound per week, which for a lot of people is devastating and obnoxiously slow mentally, You're looking at 52 pounds of weight loss in a year. Some of you guys don't even have 52 pounds to lose. And we, for some reason, get disappointed when we're down 1 pound. Right? Check your habits. Are you still hitting protein and your movement goals? Are we hitting close to that 1 gram per lean body mass? That 1 gram per 1 pound of lean body mass? Remember, guys, there's a very big difference between hitting 1 gram of protein per 1 pound of body weight as opposed to hitting 1 gram of protein to 1 pound of lean tissue. To make it even simpler for you to understand, 0.7 grams is actually a really good start. 0.7 grams of protein is a great starting place. I think it should be a minimum people should go for. But if you get closer to that 1 gram of protein per pound, I think you'd be in pretty good standing. Hydration and sodium balance. A high sodium meal can spike water weight overnight. Not by a little amount, it can be by a significant amount. Here's the thing though, when we talk about sodium and water retention and stress and all these things, it's not actually making you gain fat. So should we all of a sudden start changing all of our habits just because we're gaining a few pounds? Absolutely not. Should we be very careful for our sodium intake if we're actively exerting ourselves and sweating? No,
Hmm. Really? I
no,
thought you should be.
we should not be. Our
Hmm.
bodies need sodium. And when people are on GLP-1 medications, what are they naturally doing with food?
Not eating.
They're not eating much.
Yeah.
And if so
For
many
me.
couples, for a lot of people, right? So
Yeah.
if your average human being couples a GLP-1 medication like compounded semaglutide with healthy eating, how much sodium do you actually think you're getting
Not
when
much.
it's healthy? Not much.
Not
Not
much.
much. So, for those, let me be very clear. For those with hypertension and blood pressure issues and other underlying cardiovascular diseases, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. Always talk to your healthcare provider, of course. But I can safely tell you, if you're eating very healthy and you're not salting your foods much, and you are exerting yourself, whether it's on a bike, yoga, going to the gym, whatever it may be, and you're sweating, you can be at a very big loss of electrolytes and sodium. That is very unhealthy. Right? Anyways, sorry for getting sidetracked there, but sodium. Try to understand what your day-to-day looks like. Try to understand the foods that you're eating. And if you're exerting yourself, and try to base your sodium intake on that, right? Strength training and NEAT, of course. We always come back to the top two dogs. This is the pinnacle. This is the hierarchy. This is the king. This is the kingdom of fat loss. Is strength training and NEAT. Non-exercise activity thermogenesis. For those who do not know what NEAT is, it is simply movement that isn't exercise. For example, walking your dog, walking, doing the dishes, right? So keep moving to support a healthy metabolism. So a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll focus on one of these things, but there's other few components that can make a very big difference. The people that are most successful in their fat loss journey are the ones that are tackling a little bit more than just one of these things. That's why weight loss can be so difficult. Good weight loss, fat loss. That is why fat loss can be so difficult, because if you're doing one thing really well, but not the other, it can get conflicting, right? Can get conflicting. It can get messy almost. But the cool thing is there are so many studies out, guys, especially in 2025. I truly believe we are very blessed to be living in this time period because we are really, really understanding how the body works now through proper fitness and nutrition. If somebody's unable to lose weight, it is pretty simple to pinpoint why that individual isn't able to lose weight. So with that said, it should almost give you a comfort level knowing that you're unlikely an anomaly. You are unlikely an outlier of the rule, right? When should we adjust calories? If weight regain continues for 3+ weeks with no changes in routine, then we should reassess our intake. So if weight gain continues, if you started gaining weight, it's been 3 weeks plus, and you didn't change your routine at all, it's probably time to start adjusting your calories. Small adjustments of 100 to 200 calories are more effective than drastic cuts. So an individual like Gloria here on the call that is meticulous with her food tracking would have much better success at smaller adjustments in caloric intake. Your average human, and I truly believe your average person watching this live call right now, cannot get away with making these micro 100 to 200 calorie adjustments. That number may need to be higher. That number may need to be 3, 4, 500 to see a real difference, especially for those not tracking calories, right? Weight gain doesn't erase progress, giving up does.
Hmm.
Weight gain does not erase progress, giving up does. Just because you see the number go up does not mean it's an opportunity to give up. If you want to succeed, the biggest variable, there is one thing that will assure that you do not fail in this fat loss journey. There's just one thing, which is continuing.
And that goes with everything.
That goes with everything. 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 Giving up is the only way you will not succeed in this weight loss journey. Guys, again, I've seen people go from eating 1,000 calories a day to now losing weight at 2,400 calories a day. I've seen people start at 0 exercising to now exercising 5, 6 days a week. I've seen it all. But what I have never seen is somebody succeed in their fat loss journey by stopping. Right? Building a resilient mindset for lifelong success. I got a pretty powerful picture right here. It shows this brain lifting weights. Funny thing is this picture is really important to understand that we aren't just training our bodies here. We are absolutely training our mind. We are training our mindset. The stronger we get mentally, the guaranteed stronger we will get physically. It's not a if, it's not a maybe, it's a you will succeed. Right? Why long-term success requires flexibility. Flexible approaches are always the best. Nobody wants to be restrained and nobody wants to be on this very thin yellow path for the rest of their life. It's not fun.
Mm-mm.
Weight will fluctuate. What matters is overall direction. Focus on habits, not just the scale. I think the scale is a very skewed metric. Sometimes I don't have people even weigh in at all. I would get their numbers and I don't have them weigh in for a month later. Doesn't work for everyone. Again, it's a per person, it's a per personality basis where you can start manipulating. Some people need to weigh in every day. Key habits for consistency. I keep talking about being consistent. I keep talking about just keep going. But you're like, what the heck should I even be consistent with? Right? Let's just talk about a few that work. Keep meal prepping. I know some of you have tried it, but then we forget to do it.
Mhm.
It'll assure you hit your macros a lot easier, right? And then protein intake to stay consistent. We know that nutrition comes first above all else. That protein intake is big. Stick to structured workouts even during setbacks. If you are not currently being physically active, even starting with 2 to 3 days a week is freaking awesome. And a lot of times it might be all you need. Just 2 to 3 days a week. Trying to remember how many hours we're awake. I think we're awake. It's like what is it, like 112? Something. Does that sound about right?
100 and some. How many hours are in a week?
24 hours a day times 7, that's 168. If we sleep 8, let's say we
8
sleep
hours.
8 hours a day, that's 56, right?
So yeah, you're close. 100.
Yeah, it's 100. I'm sorry, it's 112. I shouldn't have second guessed myself. I already knew that number. We are awake 112 hours out of a week. And anybody here listening to this call has the audacity to say, Coach, I don't have 2 hours. Out of that 112 hours that you're awake, you are doing yourself a disservice. You are not respecting your body, your health, or your family. Honestly, it's selfish not to put yourself first. It is selfish not to put your health first because we know, based on a lot of studies, if your body isn't being well taken care of through health, through nutrition, through diet, through mindset, we are not performing the way we could be. Our energy production, our irritability, freaking out on somebody that you love, being stressed, lack of sleep, not being happy. I mean, guys, this is all tied together. Track progress beyond weight. Photos is huge, huge. If you don't take photos once in a while and you are attempting a fat loss journey, you are crazy.
Yeah,
You
true.
are crazy. Energy levels, are you feeling awesome during the day because of the food that you switched? Because of the weight loss that you're experiencing? Are you getting stronger? I don't know about you, but my shirts start fitting differently. Some of them look too loose on me now when I start losing weight. I don't have to look at the scale to know if my shirt or pants are fitting drastically different that I lost weight. I don't even have to look at the scale. Process-based goals versus objective-based goals. I'm going to teach you guys one thing from this lesson. A process-based goal is like me focusing on my protein intake and hitting my protein intake daily, or me deciding to go work out each week. That's like a process-based goal, right? An objective-based goal is specific metrics. Did I hit my 150-pound goal? If not, am I going to be pissed about it?
Somewhat.
Maybe. Yeah, you
Yeah.
will be. You will be. Because you're setting false expectations. You're setting false ideologies, false beliefs.
Yeah.
Instead of you saying, I have to lose 10 pounds or else I'm going to be pissed off and that none of this is working, how about you focus on process-based goals that you know will get you to that objective number? What if I said, instead of me saying I'm going to lose 20 pounds and I'm going to kill it and I'm just going to lose 20 pounds? What if I said I'm going to start going to work out a little bit more regularly, or I'm going to start meal prepping a bit? Wouldn't that get me to my 20 pounds a lot sooner than me just saying I'm going to lose 20 pounds?
Yeah.
Way more likely. Way more likely. Way more likely. It is really, really powerful stuff. You guys will not believe how effective this stuff is. I mean, if I decide not to work out a few days, but I keep going back to it because I know my goal is to start working out more frequently, that is way better than me trying to lose 20 pounds and then all of a sudden the scale goes up 4 pounds and then I'm just sitting there like, oh my gosh, this is awful. Right? How to stay mentally strong The only way to fail is to quit. We just have to genuinely accept that weight loss sucks. Fat loss sucks. It is
Mhm.
miserable. It requires way too much patience. Who the heck likes eating salads and healthy food all the freaking time?
I like salads.
I'm sorry. The more you do it, the more you enjoy it. But weight loss sucks. I mean, guys, working out also sucks. Let's be honest. Who really enjoys going to the gym or going outside or going on a treadmill or whatever type of exercise you
Won't
enjoy?
disagree with you on that one.
You like your boxing?
It's cold, so I've resorted to VR and haven't had time to really touch it. So recently, no, have not been doing it. But I love boxing. Yeah,
You love boxing. Awesome.
yeah,
So if you find something you enjoy, you're way more likely to do it.
yes.
Just like I know some people, they love power yoga. It's very healthy. It helps strengthen the muscles a bit. It helps core flexibility, mindset, breathing, energy, everything. If you like yoga, freaking awesome. But fat loss sucks because it requires so much time, discipline, and consistency without seeing the result of your doing for an extended period of time. We know as humans we're impatient. We're impatient. Now all of a sudden you're telling me I have to be even more patient.
Yep.
I don't know about you guys, but when I want Red Lobster, I'm going to Red Lobster the same day. But if I want to lose 1, 2, 3 pounds that same day, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Besides weight. So surround yourself with support and education to stay focused. If you are having difficult times on your fat loss journey and you're like, man, this journey sucks, which it does, as a certified trainer, nutritionist, weight loss specialist, group fitness instructor, Division One track and field athlete, helping hundreds, if not thousands, of people successfully lose fat loss, I can safely tell you, fat loss and weight loss sucks. Then why not equip yourself with the highest likelihood of success? Ooh, how do we equip ourselves for the highest likelihood of succeeding in this weight loss journey? Guess what? It is two things. Surround yourself with support and education to stay focused. So, would it be reasonable for me to say publicly that if you aren't here within the Eden community, or at least surrounding yourself with something similar, you're just making this significantly harder on yourself?
Mhm.
Oof. Man, as if this isn't hard enough. Your success isn't defined by a single moment, but by what you do consistently. Let's go over a quick recap. Weight regain is normal. Focus on trends, not panicking. To be patient. I like telling people, calm down. Calm down. Adjust when necessary, but don't overreact. Small tweaks work best, not aggressive tweaks. And sustainability wins. Long-term habits matter more than short-term results all day long. So we ask ourselves the questions: what strategies help you stay consistent when weight fluctuates? Gloria, I'm going to redirect this one to you. When you see that weight fluctuate, what strategies do you do that help you stay consistent?
For me, when I
Mhm.
gain, it's because it's usually water, but I do that because of the one med. So I'm
And
kind
you
of careful.
recognize.
What's that? On the one med that I take for my RA now,
Okay.
it's starting to make me retain water more, where I was
Mm,
not having any issues with that on just the
sure.
semaglutide. But so I'm careful with that. I just make sure I don't have many I cook my own stuff rather than something boxed or whatever. I try to make sure I'm not eating that type of thing.
Yep.
And I just work out more. It seems like the
Beautiful.
more I do of that, if I get a little bit more exercise in, I'll add in maybe 10, 15 extra minutes per day if I can. So, and last week I hit my goal of 150 minutes, so I was really happy. So
Love
it's
it.
hard for me to do that some weeks.
Hell
So,
yeah.
but I did. So those are just things that I do just to
Congrats.
help. And like you said, meal prep, I make sure I do that because I know I'm only going to eat the things that I already prepped up. So
Yep.
that kind of helps. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
That's some golden nuggets you're spilling out for people.
I'm
I
trying.
mean, I mean,
I
guys,
even have
take.
my little signs. I have my little signs that I read too. Your
I love.
mindset one, my new one was a beautiful day begins with a beautiful mindset. So I think I
Yes.
see that one every morning. It's like,
Beautiful.
okay, today's going to be
Beautiful.
a good day. You're going to do
That's
well.
so good.
I have a bunch
Lord.
of little signs that go with those. So
I mean, this is like
that
power of
one-
manifestation, right? I mean,
right, right.
it's it's so golden. You guys won't
Yep.
believe my whiteboard has my specific goals, and I will read it every morning that I
Uh-huh.
wake up. I know it's what
Yep.
it takes.
Yep.
If you're watching this, get a sticky piece of paper, get a sticky note, and write down what you want to do. Stick it on your fridge. Look at it every single day that you wake up, or in front of the mirror when you brush your teeth. I don't care what you need to do.
Great
Do it.
goals. I always look
I
at my
used
goals every day.
I used to have my phone give me a notification every morning and remind me 7 days a week at one point.
Wow.
So at a specific time. So I couldn't avoid it. Even if I
No.
was traveling, if I was at a friend's, if I was at work, wherever it was, my phone, you can set this in any of your
Oh,
smartphones.
yeah.
You can put a notification for an hour after you wake up, and it needs to scream something at you that you stand by, that you believe, and that you want to achieve. Money. Money. Gloria, I'm going to ask you one last question.
What's
One
up?
last question. One last question to wrap this up.
Okay.
How do you measure progress beyond the scale?
By what I look like, as you said, I just did a picture because my friends Friday said your face already looks skinny. Like I can see like
Oh,
cave-ins
there,
where my cheeks were fatter. It
there
sounds
we
weird,
go.
but and I said,
No,
no, I'm not really. And they said, have you looked in the mirror lately? I'm like, I try not to. So I
yeah,
put the same shirt that I started this with when I started
yeah.
on semaglutide, the one you had to take the picture for to
Yep.
do this. And I put
Mhm.
the same shirt, same pants, and looked in the mirror and I went, oh yeah, definitely. And I put the two
Wow,
together and I could see the difference. Yeah. So
that's
yep. So
so
by that, and my clothes fit different. Like I don't have any pants that actually fit anymore because they fall down. So they
that's
tease me
crazy.
about that too. No, they
That's
tease me
crazy.
because I'm always pulling my pants off.
Yeah, that's
But yeah,
awesome.
I do it by that because I can tell the difference. If I don't weigh, I can tell the difference in a day, how things fit.
Definitely,
So yep.
definitely.
So
Awesome. Huge.
and I try not to
Huge.
stress out if I see a pound or two up. I know it's. I can look at my leg and go, "Yep, swollen up today," so I know it's that. And I try not to do that panicky thing. So because I know in
Good.
another day or two it comes back off.
100%. Immediately.
Yep.
Immediately.
Yeah. Not instantly, but in a couple days. I
Gloria,
said it did
Gloria, I
that.
think you just gave me 3 to 4 specific examples of how to measure your progress beyond the scale number, which is
Right.
phenomenal. I truly believe the reason why you are so successful in this journey is because of how intelligent you are, and that you have the knowledge. Your knowledge is power. You're addressing things one step every single time they get put in front of you, and you're
Right.
taking the appropriate path,
With your
right?
help.
Of course. But
I
you
said,
have
you
the knowledge.
encourage me, so it makes
Of
me
course.
think about it. Right.
And like I said, Gloria, like you are already very, very intelligent with your fat loss. You sometimes you just need to hear it over and over again
Right.
until it gets ingrained in our
Right. Well, I have
bones.
a long way to go, so I know I still have quite a bit of weight to lose. So it's like
Definitely.
I can't give up. I have to make sure I'm on the right path and keep my goals set where I need
Exactly.
them to be.
And
So
Gloria, I'm gonna tell you something based on experience. I
what's that?
find a lot of new people get confident. This is me based on training people for over 10 years, is a few people will get results, they'll lose the weight, they'll start getting this false perception of confidence, and then they go and believe they could do it on their own.
No, I won't be able to. I've
These
already tried
people
that. It doesn't work for me.
People gain it, they don't only stop losing weight, they gain the weight back.
Right. Right. Been there, done
That's
that already. Yes.
I'm so if you're listening to this video right now and you're losing weight and you're like, "Oh, awesome, I got everything I need to know. I'm gonna attack it on my own. I'm gonna do this thing on my own." You have a high likelihood of regaining all the weight back.
Yeah.
Why do it on your own?
Right.
Why do it on your own? So awesome.
No, I appreciate the help.
Of course, Gloria, always a pleasure working with you. Raj, thank you for attending. And for
Yeah.
all of those that have listened, we are having our next call at 8 p.m. on Wednesday Eastern Standard Time if you'd enjoyed this.
Okay.
Sweet. All right.
I wonder, Damon, you still here? We had a little like quick little quick questions just to send out. It's like, do this or this. We wanted to ask you guys, all of you.
Sure.
You guys can we can start
Tammy,
with let's start the
Hey.
first
Hey,
question
Tammy.
with
Hey,
Joe.
Gloria.
Hi.
There she
Right.
is.
So,
All right, Damon, let's hear it.
so I'm doing the questions, yeah? Is that what we're saying?
Or I can. Up to you.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think you did. You send them to me where in Slack?
Yeah, I can. I'll say them.
No, I got it. I think
Okay.
or wait, did you send them in Slack?
Yeah, I should have.
Tammy, did you have surgery?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I knew it was this week.
Yeah,
Oh, I
12:30.
got it.
This week. Well, good
Oh
luck
my-
for tomorrow.
Big day
Thank
tomorrow.
you.
Yeah.
You
That's
got it,
huge.
though. I believe in
Be
you.
thinking about you.
Okay,
Yep.
thank you guys.
We
Appreciate it.
were
Absolutely.
worried sick when we didn't hear you come in.
Oh, that's because I had my grandson and I was waiting for his dad.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, you
because
still got to see most of it, which is awesome.
yeah, I did. I was listening. I just couldn't talk with him here.
No worries, no worries.
All right. So you want to start for the first question with all of us?
Yeah, let's do it. Ready? All right. So these are quick fire questions. These are the questions you're going to answer just right off the top of your head. Whatever comes to mind there first. These are all focused around nutrition, diet, fitness, exercise, mental health, wellness, lifestyle, and daily habits. So starting with question number 1. What's your go-to high protein food? Do you prefer breakfast or skipping it? Your go-to high protein food. Who wants to go first?
Guys, I want you guys to go first. I already know
Steak.
mine.
Steak. Oh.
I knew you'd say steak.
Yeah.
Me, chicken, I would say probably.
Whey
Chicken.
protein ice.
Yeah, I do the protein shake.
Whey
I do
protein.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going with Raj. I'm a steak guy. Very much. Very much.
All great options.
Now,
All right.
skip breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's one food swap that improved your health? What's one food swap?
mm,
Adding chicken.
Okay.
adding cheese.
Mine was using yogurt instead of sour cream.
Yeah. That's a good
Yep,
one too.
I do that all the time. Yep.
Boom. That one's
Big
mine
difference.
too. Because
'Cause
I
I
do
would
do
put
that.
tons of sour cream on a potato or something. I'm so used to the plain Greek yogurt. It's perfect,
Yep,
and
I
it's
do the
way
same.
less calorie and it's protein. So it
I
works
do the
for me.
same
That's
thing.
my big swap.
What about you, Joe?
Swapping my heavier rice dishes and my carb dishes for dinner with a fruit or a vegetable.
Ooh,
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Good.
I like
I've done
that.
that a few times.
That,
Throw a
that works.
banana or an
It works a
apple.
little bit. It keeps my calories a lot lower and gets my fiber
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
And Damon, let's go back. You had a very good question about skip breakfast or do breakfast. I think we should cover that. I think that's so important.
Okay. We'll do it. We'll do it.
Raj, you said you skip.
There's some days where I make it, but I'd say like it's mostly like goes into my brunch. So it's like a brunch. Like at like to 1 or 2 in the afternoon, I'll make like something with egg and then some protein
Yep.
in it.
Okay.
I don't normally eat in the morning. I'm just not hungry right when
Sure.
I wake up.
Prefer breakfast or skipping it, guys?
Tammy?
I do breakfast. That's why I do the protein shake because I don't really like a lot of food at that time.
Mhm.
Okay.
Me too.
That might be a good move for me to
I
start.
usually do that.
Mhm.
Do a smoothie or smoothie or a shake. That's
So
my usual
from the-
go-to.
So from a strategic standpoint, if somebody tends to consume too many calories during lunch and dinner, it's more strategic to skip
Mhm.
for that individual. For those individuals that aren't eating enough, not hitting their protein goal and having difficult times eating throughout the day, they would benefit a lot more on the breakfast. Right?
I love.
For me,
breakfast food.
I do it based on what I believe my day will look like. If I know I'm gonna go out to dinner with some friends, or if I know we're gonna go to hibachi, I'm probably gonna skip breakfast. Right?
Mm,
Okay.
Awesome.
yeah.
Sweet.
I eat breakfast food any time of the day. Love it.
Sausage, eggs, hash browns, bacon.
That's
Yeah, you
good for
could do
dinner
it.
all of
too.
it.
Yeah,
All
Island
good
everything.
just for dinner. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Breakfast sandwiches all day. Great. right. Do you prefer strength training or cardio?
Mm.
Cardio.
Cardio.
Yep, me too.
Yeah.
I'm better with cardio.
Cardio. Okay.
I like both,
Yeah.
but I'd rather do strength training.
Yeah.
What do the studies show to be more effective at fat loss? Strength training or cardio over a
Strength
period
training, of
Strength
course.
training.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Training, yep,
by a decent amount, by
yes,
a lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yep,
Yep. Yeah, I'm a strength
yep.
guy
I
too.
do some.
Yeah.
I only do strength training 2 days a week. So,
Okay.
but I'm getting it in there.
I think we have like 1 or 2 more left. If I'm not
Yeah.
wrong, 1 or 2 more.
All right. What's your favorite way to unwind after a long day?
Video games.
Mm.
I
She
read
has a
and
headset
meditate.
on. She's boxing.
Yep.
I quilt or read usually.
Nice.
Quilting relaxes me.
Work. Just
Work.
joking.
That's not helping. Never heard anybody say that one, but
Right?
Steam room, hot tub, sauna, or steam room. Go to
Oh,
the
that
spa.
sounds good.
Mm.
If
I
I had
unwind
one,
from this and I instantly go and do another job. Just looking at charts and a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. The crypto and stock charts, huh?
Yeah.
That's
That's
relaxing.
That's great.
Only when it goes up.
cut down on it.
All right. What's one morning habit that sets the tone for your day? One morning habit.
My workout in the morning.
Work out
It's
in the
actually
morning.
funny you say that. My one morning habit is waking up and reading the reminder that I have set on my phone every morning. That
Okay.
I'll have everything that I've dreamed of by 2028. So just be like, I'll be able to do whatever I want by then. Just not even
Nice.
about having to worry about, oh, what is my family gonna do? I'll just have it all set for them and paid for. So that's my dream.
That's awesome.
I don't even know.
The morning habit. Sets the
Yeah, I
tone
don't
for
know
your day.
about a morning habit.
One that works for me over and over again is immediately having a little caffeine, a little fruit, and going straight to the gym.
Okay.
Wow.
Just getting the day started with a bang and knowing I'm working right towards my goals and just waking up and attacking
Yeah.
the day. Right?
I wish.
Well, that's
Awesome.
actually that's a good one. That
Yeah.
is a good one.
It is.
It sets the pace. It sets the
It
tone.
does. It sets the tone. It sets the
If I
tone.
don't feel like going, I can feel tired. I'm going.
Nope. Still doing
Go.
it. You're going.
We're going.
Still
Yeah,
doing it.
We're
Yeah.
going. We're
Sets
going
your
to
day.
war.
Gotta make
Sets the
yourself
day.
do it.
Come back, then I'll have that nice high protein meal, and you're just feeling lean. Not everyone has the luxury to just wake up and go work out, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But if you work early. I know people that work out at the gym at 5, 6 a.m. I've seen
Adam
it.
Poma, one of the fitness guys here, he wakes up at like 4:30 in the morning.
There you
eats
go.
pancake. He eats the same breakfast every day,
Oh my
and then he
gosh.
goes right to his gym,
Wow.
right to work
Mhm.
out.
Our new
Dang.
gym is open 24 hours. You get a key and you can go anytime you want. And I
Mhm.
have a couple friends that go at 4 o'clock in the morning because nobody's there. They have the whole
Yeah.
place to themselves. Yep, they like it.
That's
Not
why I
me,
did
but they
it.
like it.
Well, that ends it there. That was the last question. So
Yeah.
That was
the
pretty
last
cool.
question. Awesome.
That was
Yeah,
good.
we
Yeah, I
like
like that.
Yeah, we should do that again.
You should do those more
Yeah, we're gonna.
often.
Mhm.
We're gonna be doing some quick side
That was sweet.
stuff to
Damon,
keep it a little
Raja,
more
we
fun
love
and everything.
That was
Yeah.
fun for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt, you can throw your little insight too on everyone's answers.
Yeah, that's good, yes. It goes
But-
pointers on what's good and not.
Mm.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's
thank
a
you
quick-
again for
Awesome,
coming,
guys.
Joe.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, love being here. But definitely excited to start seeing this community grow and grow. as time goes
Yeah.
on.
I know we
I'll
need
be
like a
excited.
bunch of people in here.
Yeah, we
That
You know
would
do.
be
the
so
craziest thing
crazy.
is there's like 800 people
I know.
in the
I know.
Facebook
Why do they
group.
not
There's
come
probably
in?
some of you guys watching this right now.
I know.
Yeah.
Come
Come
join us. It's
join.
fun.
Come speak to us.
I
I
know.
beg you. I'll get on my hands and knees. I want to hear your journey. I
They
wanna
just
hear
don't
the
know how
journey
fun
you
it
have.
is to come in here.
It's
Right.
fun
It
and
makes
Right.
the
it
day. It is
works.
fun, yes.
And
It's
works.
fun and it helps, yes.
Yeah, it does. I lost
If
2
they
more
knew how much fun
pounds.
it was, yeah.
Guys, Tammy, how many pounds have you lost over the past 2 months?
I don't even know because I went from 256 and I'm down to 242.
Oh, wow.
And Tammy
Yeah.
couldn't lose weight before this.
No, I
Yeah.
couldn't.
And she's a visitor too.
Just comes in
Yeah.
and hangs out with us.
Yeah, it's fun. It makes my day.
It's more entertainment than anything, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
this is awesome. I
Yeah,
do thank
it
you
was
all coming in. Again, I love hearing this by Joe every week. I love it.
It's
Well,
fun.
so-
We look forward to it.
Beautiful. Well, I'll see you guys on Wednesday.
All
Okay,
right.
sounds
Yep.
good.
Take it easy. Have a good night,
Later, brother.
everybody. Get some sleep,
Night.
Raja.
Good night.
I actually did what you said last
Did
night. And I
you?
fell asleep.
Did
by
it work?
11 p.m.
All right.
Fell asleep by
See?
11 p.m. Woke
You
up
have
at
to just make it a
6:45.
habit. Just to make
Nice.
it a habit, and don't go on your screen much or your phone.
Yes,
So
Mhm.
just
actually.
read and relax for like an hour or so before. It works every time.
Yep.
So
That, I
it works
literally
for me.
did
It
that.
shuts
I
the
turned
brain
off
right
all
off.
electronics after the
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
I
I'm
and
glad
just-
it worked for you.
I should do
Good.
one on sleep.
What?
We might do one on sleep.
Oh,
Mm.
good.
That would be
It-
good.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Hmm.
This is important. I don't think you lose weight if you don't sleep too.
Literally,
It's hard
Or
on your
no, it
body.
messes with
Yeah.
your
you lose the
focus.
wrong type of weight. Yeah.
Right. Yep.
Mhm.
Awesome, Gloria. That was awesome. Good.
Alrighty. Well, I'm glad it worked
Great.
for you.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. Talk to you guys
Later,
soon.
guys.
Okay,
All right.
bye.
Guys.
Great night, everybody. Good luck, Tammy.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Well,
All
there
right.
it is.
Well, next coming up, thank you guys, thank everyone that came through our YouTube and Facebook, joining, hanging out with us. We do have our Ask Me Anything with our coach Joe every Wednesday as well. This Wednesday, 2 days from now, on February 12th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to be talking about developing an intuitive eating approach with GLP-1. Developing an intuitive eating approach. So, if you want to join us for that, again, we're not going to be live streaming that particular one, but we will be live streaming next Monday again. But if you want to join us for that, come on into the community. It's community.tryeden.com. Again, that's community.tryeden.com. You can come in and join us in this conversation, be a part of what you've already seen. It's a lot of fun with the group that we have here. So, Raj, anything else you want to share out to the crew before we go?
Other than if you want the support in tailored questions, literally everything at your fingertips here. Like I see some of you guys asking questions in the Facebook group. Yeah, cool. You can ask the questions. You'll get it answered slowly. You'll get it
Mhm.
answered. You might get it answered tomorrow or the next day. But here in Circle, I'll be on your question instantly. And if I can't answer it, I'll make sure someone else comes in and answers the question for you. Like we'll answer everything for you guys right off the bat. You can ask Joe literally any nutrition type of question, whatever you want. Like I didn't know what I was supposed to be eating for like the last 2 months, and then I just asked Joe, and now I'm on the right path with eating the right foods, not ordering as much as I used to order. Like you should have seen my room last Friday with all the stuff in it from like 2 months ago. But it, just in general, like you learn what you don't learn in the other groups that some of you may be in. Like you might be right now on YouTube. Come join the Circle community. Might be on Facebook. Come join the Circle community because I promise you there's stuff in there that you will love. But that's it. That and last thing. If you're an Eden member, you get Eden rewards in the Circle community. So by just chatting, having your questions that you may be posting on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
post them in Circle. You get points for that and use those points for, who knows, an Amazon gift card, Eden
Mhm.
swag. There's a bunch of stuff you can get your points for. But that's all I have.
All right. Thanks, Raj. Thank you all for being here. We'll see you next time on our next live stream. Thank you so much.